Coming up today, we're chatting with Melbourne-based muso Patrick Wilson.
I remember when I was writing it, I wasn't in a great place mentally, and to come back to that song when I do play it live is very somber.
I'll also tell you about some of my gig picks for this weekend. Produced on Awabakal and Warramai land, this is The Good Stuff powered by BYD on Newcastle Live.
This is
Good. Good
stuff.
The good stuff. There's a stack of gigs happening over the weekend here in Newey, so I thought I'd tell you about some of my top picks. This Friday night, Adam Newling is playing at King Street with support from Sitting Down and Woofer, and Tim Harding will be at Cessnock Leagues Club. On Saturday, Alpine White are playing at the Stag and Hunter Hotel, Colourblind will be at the Hamo, and the Amity Affliction are coming to Bar on the Hill. Find out what else is happening by heading over to our gig guide at newcastlelive.com.au. Patrick Wilson has just released his debut album called It'll Be Alright. We caught up for a chat prior to his gig at the Ship Inn next week. Congrats on the album.
Thanks, mate.
Really
Cheers.
exciting. Really exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting. That was actually the first day that we met. That
It was
up at
release
Dashville.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought so.
I couldn't get any of the nice words that people were sending me because we were just out in the middle of nowhere. So
That's so sad. So when you got back out of reception, what was it like then?
it was nice, like getting all the love, but couldn't reshare those stories because they're 24 hours and they're gone.
They're gone. No.
I'll at least I know now, so
Yeah.
I won't do that again.
You live and you learn. So can you tell us a little bit about the songwriting on the album? It's quite a personal and reflective album. So what kind of moment of your life do you feel like you've captured?
I guess like a lot of these songs I wrote over probably the course of maybe 2-3 years. So I was actually getting ready to release it in 2020. And then lockdown happened and being in Melbourne, that was like super difficult and kind of put a bit of a halt in the plans. But it was kind of valuable because I got to just sit down and like write more music, and I actually cut a bunch of songs off the album and re-recorded some new ones and took another like year or two to record that. And so it's kind of like, that time before lockdown, and then also like the reflective and like change that happened within lockdown, and I guess being more sort of insular and on myself, and I don't know, like what you said, it's a reflective album.
So you said that you were planning to release it back in 2020. I can imagine it would have sounded quite a bit different on that first, kind of draft. How much changed between the first one and, like what you had ready to go and what you ended up with?
Well, I mean, like I've still got like entire songs that I just didn't want to release they were kind of like ready, like before the mixing stage. So everything was recorded, but I just cut entire songs in preference for other songs that I'd written. And because I couldn't get the band in the studio or couldn't teach them the songs, I had to go into the studio myself and just lay down the guitar and the drums and do that thing. So that was a little bit of a slower process, but still like really valuable.
You can definitely hear that. I was having a listen to it and I was like, I heard this drum fill. I was like, oh, that is totally Pat. Like that sounds sick. Sounds so good.
Yeah, there's Daniel Braitz, my regular drummer who played on the album. He does some things that I just listen to and I'm like, I'm never going to be able to recreate that. I can't do that. But I love being able to collaborate with him. And being mainly a drummer myself, it's great to nerd out with him on that sort of stuff too. just put it with the left hand here, and like you did this sort of offbeat thing, and yeah.
So you don't
that's
find
fun
it hard like handing over the reins to someone else?
No, I love it. I love that creative and collaborative thing because, especially recording the album, like I noticed that I would record it a certain way because I could hear it in my head a certain way. But if I showed it to the band, then they would bring a new flavor or something else that I wouldn't have thought of and that I'd love. Or, just I really like that point of difference that other people can bring and make something that is so close to you as a writer. It's kind of like handing over your baby, and they're just like I don't know,
Letting it go to school.
You can tell that I don't have children.
No, I get it.
Yeah, I mean it's very close and dear to you, but like relinquishing that control can be really bad, I find.
Yeah, totally. And now that the album's out, I'd love to know, is there a particular song that has, a special spot in your heart at the moment?
I guess the one that is always hardest for me to play live is "It'll Be Alright," the title track.
Yeah.
Because it's so short and I guess it's like the most serious song on there as well. Like it's very existential and I remember when I was writing it, I wasn't in a great place mentally, and to come back to that song when I do play it live is very somber.
Yeah.
So I guess that one is the one that sort of still hits hardest for me when I play it, and also because I don't play that one with the band, so I'm just up there naked.
Yeah.
And so apart from that one serious moment in my set, the rest is just like shit dad jokes.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Brilliant.
Yeah, that balance.
Yeah. So you've already done your first show on the tour. Can you tell us a little bit about the response that you had on the night?
Oh, that was great. I played at the Standard Hotel in Fitzroy in Melbourne. And it's one of my favorite bars to play at just because, like, I mean, the staff and everybody that go there are amazing. But it has this, like, gorgeous backdrop of, like, this Western, I don't know, like, plains and there's like horse riders going through these, like, it's such a cinematic backdrop, and I love it because every photo looks sick behind that.
That's amazing.
I'm really looking forward to coming up to Sydney and Newcastle and Tamworth and playing some shows. I don't think I've played a show in Newcastle before.
Cool.
Stuff, so I'm really excited for that because I love Newey.
Yeah. Newey's great, and I actually think it's going to be perfect. It's at the Ship Inn on the 18th of January, and I honestly think it's going to be a really great backdrop for this album and getting to hear it live for the first time. So it's super exciting. Are you looking forward to anything else about this tour?
I think just like getting on the road.
Yeah.
It's just going to be fun to play because I play so many shows in Victoria. And I do tour a lot with other bands, but I think it'll be nice to just play in front of, Sydney, Newcastle, Tamworth crowd, and just, I don't know, get out from behind the drum kit and do my thing.
Yeah. It's a different feeling. Now, I'd love to know, because you're going to be up at Tamworth, who are some of the acts that you're most looking forward to see?
So I'll only be up there for the first week.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I'm not going to be up there the whole time, but this will be my 9th year going up.
What?
So,
wow.
I'm part of the furniture up there.
Yeah.
This will be the first year that I haven't gone the full. Oh, sorry, second year that I haven't gone the full 10 days.
Yeah.
But yeah, because look, I just don't like being 4 inches from the sun. It's it's a bit of a slog sometimes. But it is nice. It's like the music mecca for everyone,
Yeah.
You see all your Sydney friends, all the people that come from all around, and it's a nice just coming together of friends and sharing music and stories, and
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like country summer camp.
Yeah, Yeah, no, it definitely sounds like that. I still haven't made it up there and I've been meaning to, but every time it comes around, I'm like, it's going to be so hot, and I just don't know if I can deal with it.
Yeah.
Sounds like something that you need to do.
Yeah. I think it's for everybody going up there their first time. It's like a trial by fire.
Yeah.
You make it back and you want to go back again. That's the authentic Tamworth experience.
Yeah. Well, that's so brilliant. Look, it's been awesome to catch up with you, and I can't wait to see you at the ship-in on the 18th of January.
Me too. It's going to be great.
Good stuff.
That's it for the good stuff today. I'd love to say a big thank you to Patrick Wilson for joining us for a chat. Be sure to head along to his gig, and we'll see you tomorrow from 4 p.m. for more of the good stuff.